material support towards the success of this activity. Of course, we will not forget the teachers for all tireless efforts towards guiding and supporting students in your respective labs or countries you belong to. Then our appreciation will be complete if we forget to thank our dear and lovely students. We are really proud of you. You are really proud of you. You really make us very happy. We go good by saying that they are for success and God bless you. May I take this honor to welcome our dear teacher.
Ladies and gentlemen, the teachers and non-teaching staff have actually been the backbone to the training of these students. And therefore, the work that is being done here is so recommendable that it cannot go without being appreciated. The school administration and the community at large identified the importance of drama in the preservation of culture and the conservation of the environment through youth education and empowerment. The reason why we have our theme tonight has been love education, promote culture, and conserve the environment. I want to think there's nothing more precious than the three in the world today. I'm well informed that if you lose a smile on your face, you lose a year in your life. And therefore, reason why we are doing this. Education officer, sir, I think rightly you will inform the other offices that we are doing whatever the education ministry wants. Last term, we had sports day. This year, it has been a culture term. And I'm sorry to preempt this. The LC5 was saying, yeah, I've been knowing you for only academics, but this is what Vision is known for. Like many schools, probably in Africa, I don't know very well outside Africa, in many schools, going to school is like a prison, or has been like prison. But for us, this is home away from home. I'm sure these students, if you told them to change school today, you would be their enemy forever, because this is the best place they want to go to. Therefore, I'm not shy to say that Vision is a model school. Our main aim in the preservation of culture and supporting of education is life skills development. And we have told ourselves that no one will start something before us. Reason why you have a name that the world starts with me. We want to pioneer everything, and we shall be followed. We are the champions. Now, one person has even said, in culture, we are looking at where have we come from and where are we going? Like some people say that even a weak person, I'm avoiding to use the word fool because it's not a good word, who doesn't know where they are going, at least know where they have come from. And so, reason why we are inculcating culture in this, our Ugandan curriculum. There are very many importance of this. First of all, we want to reduce boredom ever at school. Number two, strengthening the teacher-student relations. The teachers have been with students ever, because in education we say the teacher acts in loco parentis, meaning on behalf of the parents. This activity creates assertiveness in students. You saw how these people are really standing before others without fear, and we are building future leaders in this community. Next, building of leadership skills. It is the students who have been in front of this, pushing all these activities, and therefore tomorrow, Mr. LC5, sir, don't worry. When you retire, you have stronger LC5s, my Lord Mayor. Then future job enhancements. I'm rightly informed that these people here with natural resources being protected, these people are going to create jobs by themselves rather than being job seekers. And then we are looking at enhancement of cultural tourism and hospitality. And lastly, it improves on social interaction and socialization. Ladies and gentlemen, conservation is the backbone of our life, like the children have rightly said. And in Africa, I'm well informed that this is a continent well endowed with a lot of resources, but unfortunately, the poorest socioeconomically. Why? I'll not answer that question. It is an assignment for all of us. In Africa, today, I'm a conservationist. Only 8% of the traditional forests are still existing. So it is my humble appeal to these young ones to protect that. It is Africa where you can find only the big five of all the animals: the elephant, the lion, the cheetahs, the rhinoceros, the African buffaloes. With all that down in our heart, we want to say we at Vision are going to be at the center of conservation of culture and our natural resources, so that tomorrow this our country, this our continent, this our world, and this our earth will be a better place to live in. It is therefore my humble appeal, request the CEO of Home of Kigezi Tourism in 1 or 2 words, maybe 1 minute, greet us and be say a word, and then you will call the director to make his comments. Thank you very much.
We do business in culture. We live in culture. But culture and environment, they are not two separate things. Culture and environment, they move hand in hand together. So today, if you know where you come from, then you know where you're going. If you don't know your history, you may not know your future. Today, if you succeed in life and you become a failure in your own culture or in your life, you are going to be a failure because you don't have no identity. So, my appeal to you students, learn from your parents, clearly observe where you come from, identify the opportunities. So tomorrow you don't have to go to Kampala to look for opportunity, or you don't have to go to California. I have been to all those states in the US and I'm telling you the truth. Look for something in Kisoro, look for something in Uganda, something you love, something you're passionate about, and give it all your best. You must succeed. There's no shortcut. But before you identify yourself, before you know who you are not going to do anything. Thank you so much.
Mr. Chairperson, as our guest of honor, recall that in 2020, we had competitions for wildlife, and it so happened that Kisoro Vision emerged the best, and it was you, sir, who was at the forefront of giving us a prize of the cow. And therefore, it is a reminder that we are not gifted in academics only, but also in other aspects of life. And of course, our education, our teaching is not limited to classroom work. Also, the other outside work, extracurricular activities are also considered, and it is part of what makes our students excel. Because when you limit the students in the classroom, then you are limiting them even in broader thinking. It is through the broader thinking that our students now get a time to concentrate on academics using what they have also seen from outside, and then it enables them to do best. Mr. Guest of Honor, today, as the head teacher has just said, we have two activities in one. One, it's about wildlife and natural resources conservation, and also the cultural gala, as you have seen, because eventually all of them come to be one. Why? Because we have seen that in order to survive, we need to preserve our environment. It is very pathetic, Mr. Chairperson, that our government has not taken any lead in trying to save our environment. When you look at the polythene bags, the bottles, the what, it is very disappointing. I don't know, from the various forums that you sit on, maybe you can push it and then we see how we can preserve our environment. Here at the school, we try to do that. We ban the use of Bovera, we ban the use of bottles, plastic bottles, but all in vain as long as we do not have a hand of the government. However, as the head teacher said, as environmentalists, we need to take the lead